So, how been ya? Welcome to the Black Country Craftsman's YouTube channel. Today we are going to take a look at repairing a damaged UPVC door. Okay, the things you'll need to carry out this task. Orbital sander, a power drill, a sharp chisel, a selection of different graded sandpapers, 2-part car body filler, masking tape, some white spray paint, a bottle spray with just water in it, and some rags and paper towels. Right then, the damage on this one is quite bad. There's a split in the plastic just above the welded joint, which it's not good. Firstly, we need to find out why this has happened, as you need to rectify this before you start the repair process. As you can see, the installers have fitted a large casing of the frame, which is not needed really. I think this has put too much pressure on the inside of the door when it's closed. Over a period of time, it's caused the door to split, so that needs to be removed. Also, as you can see, the split on the door isn't flat, which has created a slight step in the door. This will work in our favour, as you'll see in the next part of the video. Okay, cap removed with the fixing refitted. So let's get cracking and start the repair. With the strength being compromised by the split, I always pump expandable foam into the inside of this repair. This is to strengthen and help hold the damage together. So as I mentioned before, there's a slight step in the surface around the crack. We'll start by drilling a hole in the area that's set back, as the next step shows. The reason I've put the hole there is the majority of the filler will be placed in that area, so it'll give it extra strength. Lightly sand the damaged area with some 180 grit sandpaper. This will help the filler key to the door. With the sharp chisel, scrape a V in the two sides of the split, and also scrape around the inside of the edge of the drilled hole, as the photo shows. This will help the filler sit better on the damaged areas. Carefully pump the expandable foam into the hole. Please make sure you protect the area below the door, as the foam may spill and will damage most floors and carpets. That's it, pump plenty in. It's horrible sticky stuff. I recommend you have some masking tape ready to place on the hole as soon as you've finished. Place the masking tape over the hole to stop any spillage. When it's set, scrape the excess off. Next step is to clean the area with some cleaning thinners. Masking tape off the area next to the damage. This is to stop the filler from going on any undamaged areas. Then apply the car body filler, roughly around 6 to 8 inches along the damaged area, and allow this to set. If possible, try and leave the filler to set 24 hours. When you're ready to do so, it's then ready to start sanding. Using an orbital sander, sand the filler down flat to the door. We'll start the sanding with a 120 grit sandpaper, which is quite coarse. When sanded, refill any uneven areas. Re-sand the filler. Again, still using 120 grit sandpaper. We then hand sand the area with a 180 grit sandpaper. I always use a sanding block for this, as I find it keeps the repair flat. Then 240 grit sandpaper. And then 320 grit sandpaper. Each time the area becomes smoother. As you can see from the photo, there are some pinholes in the filled area. These are small air bubbles that are in the filler when it's setting. these must be filled, as they'll stand out as soon as you start spraying. So again, it's the same process. Refill, then resand using 180, 240, 320 grit sandpapers until smooth and flat. Lightly spray the area with some water and sand with 600 wet and dry sandpaper. Dry it clean. Again, lightly spray and sand using 1500 wet and dry, which this leaves the surface very, very smooth. Just tidying up a few rough edges there. Right then, as you can see, all the areas are taped off where no spray paint need to be applied, using masking tape. And old newspapers are useful. This has to be done very carefully, making sure all painted areas are covered. As small particles of spray, they travel everywhere. Before you do this, re-clean and dry around the damaged area, just using some water. Don't use cleaning thinners at this stage, as the thinners may affect the filler. The cleaning fillers actually starts to melt the car body filler, so please don't use any chemicals at this stage. Start to spray the area where you filled. Your first few coats have to be very, very light and allowed to dry each time. Too much paint to start with may melt the surface of the filler, and what this does, it creates a dish on the surface, which will then you'll have to refill and do the whole process all over again. As you can see, there's a slight bulge in the paint, and this is caused by applying too much paint too quickly. I would really like to say I did this on purpose, just for the effect of me doing this video, just to show you how to get rid of it. I'd be lying. I think I might have been in a little bit of a rush to get back home on this one. So let's show you how to get round this if it happens to you. Very, very lightly sand over that area until it's completely flat with 320 grit sandpaper. Spray with water and then sand the whole area with 600 wet and dry until it's lovely and smooth. Spray with water again and apply some UPVC polish and give it a really good rub down. All done, as good as new. As we say in the Black Country, that's busted. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, smash us a like, drop us a comment below and we'll do our best to reply. And please click on subscribe as I do plan to put more videos on in the future. I'm the Black Country Craftsman. Don't forget to tell your muckers, a repair is cheaper than buying a new one. Thanks for watching.